In today's news, 50 officers receive Governor's Medal, Premier Wheatley to attend the OECS Authority and CDB meeting, government officials trained in underwater survey processes, and Luke CHALWELL signs pro football contract. In addition, CCT'S Daddy Dash 2023 takes center stage, and the Prince and Princess 2023 contestants have been revealed. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
4 beautiful young women vying for the title of Miss BVI 2023. Get to know each of the contestants with us at 284 Media this Wednesday, June 21st on CCT Live, and Thursday, June 22nd, live on Facebook and YouTube. 8 p.m. is the time to sit back and see what these young ladies have to say on their aspirations for this journey, their platforms, and how they hope to represent the BVI on the global stage. Don't miss it. Channel 284 on CCT Live and 284 Media on Facebook and YouTube.
Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. A happy Tuesday is wished to each and every one of you. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, some 50 officers from across the territory of branches of security and protection forces received the Governor's Medal for Meritorious Service on Friday during His Majesty King Charles III birthday parade and celebration. Now 10 officers were selected for each of the branches that included the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, the BVI Fire and Rescue Service, His Majesty's Prison, His Majesty's Customs, and the Immigration Department. Our Kamal Haynes has more on this report.
Governor His Excellency John Rankin awarded each of the officers with a Meritorious Service Medal, a silver medal awarded for distinguished service, usually to non-commissioned officers of the British Armed Forces. The officers from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force included Superintendent Paula Allen, Acting Chief Inspector Saif Kadura, Inspector Lesroy Simmons, Inspector Lena Francis Richardson, Acting Inspector Kieran Vanterpool, Acting Inspector George James, Sergeant Donna Monsanto, and Constables Mitchell John, Fiona George, and Keela Industrious. From the Fire and Rescue Service, the officers included Chief Fire Officer Zabalon McLean, Deputy Chief Fire Officer William W. Penn, Station Officer Joseph A. George, Station Officer Melvin J. A. Jeffers, Station Officer Tyrone E. Caddo, Fire Officer number 35 Sean Reimer, Sub Officer Aldith C. Penn, and Sub Officers Geraldo Barry, Alvin A. Forbes, and David Ronan. But the officers from His Majesty's Prison with the Prison Officer 2 title were Kisina Okoro, Sonia Musgrave, Rosalind Alfred Robin, and Ivana Simmons Ogunsakin, while those with the title Prison Officer 1 included Alan Jackson, Shinidu Shetayua, Kevin Latine, Damian Johnson, Treasurer Ramdat, and Giselle Ford Johnny. Well, officers from His Majesty's Customs included Acting Commissioner of Customs Leslie Letsom, Senior Customs Officer 3, Leo Donovan, Acting Assistant Commissioner of Customs Franchi Gums, Senior Customs Officer 3, Duncan Maduru, Senior Customs Officer 3, Lester George, Customs Officer 3, Glenn Hodge, Assistant Commissioner of Customs Gerald Fleming, Customs Officer 2, Desiree Forbes, and Customs Caps Programmer 1, Azim Williams. As it pertains to the Immigration Department, the recipients included Senior Administrative Officer Jermaine Klein, Enforcement Officer Ted Thomas, Enforcement Officer Ralston Williams, Immigration Officer 1 Nitson Hamilton, Immigration Officer 2 Juliet Christopher, Senior Immigration Officer Adrienne Duchen, Immigration Department Deputy Chief Immigration Officer Nadia Deming Hodge, Senior Immigration Officer Elsa Smith Powell, Immigration Officer 2 Yvette Harley, and Senior Immigration Officer James Blyden. Or prior to the awarding of the 50 officers, Governor Rankin delivered a message from King Charles III that was penned to the territory. Insert clip 1. The H. Lavity Stout Community College Jazz Ensemble ended the proceedings with a royal salute, playing the first 6 bars of the national anthem. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
The King also hopes that the British Virgin Islands have been making a steady recovery since His Majesty's last visit in 2017 after the devastating hurricanes. I know that a steady recovery has indeed taken place since 2017 due to the resilience, commitment and good work of the people of the Virgin Islands. And I once again thank all of those who are in attendance at today's parade for their good work.
The H. Lavity Stout Community College Jazz Ensemble ended the proceedings with a royal salute, playing the first 6 bars of the national anthem. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Premier and Minister of Finance Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley will be attending the 73rd meeting of the OECS Authority in St. Kitts from June 18th to the 19th and the 53rd CDB Annual Heads of Government meeting in St. Lucia from June 20th to the 21st. The Premier's attendance at these official meetings is to continue to promote the overall socio-economic and political interest of the Virgin Islands. Premier Wheatley said, and I quote, "As leader of government business, I will seek to further engage in strategic discussions with our regional partners as we strive together towards a sustainable future that is in alignment with our collective priority areas." The Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States is an intergovernmental organization dedicated to regional integration in the Eastern Caribbean. The OECS Authority is the supreme policy-making body of the OECS and is responsible for the general direction and control of the performance and functions of the organization. Meanwhile, the Caribbean Development Bank's annual Heads of Government meeting will allow for the bank's highest decision-making body to discuss critical development issues confronting the Caribbean region and corresponding solutions. The meeting will be held under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the Honorable Philip J. Parry. The theme for this year's meeting is Marshalling Finance for Development, Access to Adequate and Affordable Financing. Now, sustainable financial solution towards regional development and enhanced collaboration with private sector stakeholders are extremely high on the agenda. A focus of the meeting is also deepening the bank's outreach to the youth and strengthening engagement with potential upcoming young regional leaders. Now, meanwhile, Deputy Premier and Minister of Finance of Labor and Trade Services, the Honorable Lorna G. Smith, OBE, has been appointed to act as Premier and Minister of Finance from June 18th to the 21st, of course, while Premier Wheatley is away from the Virgin Islands. The Premier is scheduled to return to the territory on the 21st. Honorable Smith's appointment is, of course, in accordance with the Section 55 of the Virgin Islands Constitution Order 2007, which states if the Premier is expected to be absent from the Virgin Islands for more than 48 hours, the Governor shall authorize the Deputy Premier to perform the functions of the Office of Premier, and the Governor shall revoke his authority on the return of the Premier of the Virgin Islands. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
VI Motors is having a major auto sale on all parts. What? Come on out to our Dust Bottoms location on Friday the 30th of June from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. to enjoy 20% off all filters, including filters that are compatible with Kenworth tractors, Mack, and excavators. Get major discounts on tires. And yes, we even have tires for forklifts. Big discounts on tools, batteries, generators, car accessories, lubricants, and much more parts and supplies. This is VI Motors' way of saying thank you for all your support over the years. So come on down to VI Motors on Friday, June 30th from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock and enjoy some great music, great food, and great giveaways, all while you capitalize on our massive auto parts sale. See you there. Yes!
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Continuing on the local scene, government officials from several departments across the Virgin Islands were trained in a 2-day workshop to preview the underwater survey processes that were used to create the updated Coastal Resources Atlas. The workshop follows the government of the Virgin Islands officially receiving the completed Coastal Resources Atlas product, which is a detailed map of the entire BVI territorial sea area comprised of coral, sand, mud, rock, rubble, seagrass, and other marine habitat types. Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Environmental, Natural Resources and Climate Change, Mr. Ronald Smith Berkeley, stated, and I quote, "The Coastal Atlas and MSP tool training workshop will no doubt be of great benefit for participating officers who in turn will be able to assist in the protection and preservation of the BVI environment. Of course, the BVI UK partnership lends opportunities to our public officers so they can achieve this objective of protecting the environment." Now, meanwhile, Environment Officer with Specialization of Geographical Information Systems for Environmental Management, Mrs. Rosina Norris Gums, said that there was the need for an update of the data that was being used for the past 15 years, which covered a small portion of the coastal areas within the Virgin Islands. Mrs. Norris Gums said, and I quote, "At the end of this training, we hope to be able to learn how to input accurate information into this tool so we are able to obtain answers that we may have about our marine resources, such as preventative measures that would not put unnecessary stress to sensitive areas and what harmful activities to refrain from that would negatively affect our natural environment." Now, officers also received the training in the utilization of the newly acquired MSP tool, which will be able to assess the effects of human activities such as pollution, development practices, illegal fishing, recreation, and much more on our marine habitats. The training was conducted by Dr. James Strong, a member of the National Oceanic Center in the United Kingdom, Mr. Shane Pinder, and Neil Thurston of WSP Global Inc., who designed the MSP toolbox utilizing Geographical Information Systems software. Their previous work in the Virgin Islands includes the creation of hazards vulnerability assessment tool that is currently being utilized by the Department of Disaster Management. Government officials from the Ministry of Environment, Natural Resources and Climate Change, as well as Department of Agriculture and Fisheries, Town and Country Planning, the Department of National Parks Trust of the Virgin Islands Lands and Survey Department, and the Virgin Islands Shipping Registry participated in the workshop. Now, the two-day training was part of an ongoing program which started back in 2019 for the underwater survey training, which took place during that period. The workshop is part of 2 Darwin Plus funded projects, along with Joint Nature Consultation Committee, National Oceanic Center, and the MSP Global Inc., all based in the United Kingdom. Of course, the Virgin Islands is gearing up to celebrate our emancipation celebrations, now in its 69th year, and the stage is set for the competition of the 2023 Prince and Princess Show, with 8 boys and girls vying for the title of 2023 Prince and Princess within the Virgin Islands. Recently, the contestants were revealed on June 17, 2023 at the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park in Road Town, Tortola. Present and delivering remarks was Junior Minister of Culture, that is, the Honorable Luce Hodge Smith.
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting our Prince and Princess Show Committee, and for us to also support our contestants, Prince and Princess contestants for the 2023 Prince and Princess Show. So not only for today, but also to support them throughout their preparations, and also to come out on the night of the show or the afternoon of the show and support them. As you know, pageantry is a part of our tradition here in the Virgin Islands. It's not just fun and dancing and singing, but there's pageantry. We have a junior, Mr. and Miss BVI, and we have Prince and Princess, we have Miss BVI, but in the past, we used to have Miss Glamorous, right? So I don't know if some of you remember that show, but we always have a pageant here in the territory. Once again, good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your holidays and continue to support all our activities as we celebrate our Emancipation Festival 2023. Thank you.
Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley also delivered remarks.
It's a show that's highly anticipated in the Virgin Islands. It's one of the best shows that we have. It's always very well supported, and rightly so, because it celebrates our awesome young people. It highlights their talents, highlights their amazing abilities, you know, how handsome and beautiful they look, and of course their intelligence and their creativity. And of course, it gives the parents the opportunity to live vicariously through their children. And I know that sometimes the parents are more intense about it than even the children. But I'm happy to see the support for the young people today, and definitely looking forward to an awesome Prince and Princess show. I just want to say congratulations again to the organizers. I'm looking very much forward to seeing the young persons who are going to be in this show, and I'm looking forward to an awesome show. Thank you and God bless. I hope we have a very exciting reveal today.
For the Princess Crown, the girls competing are Danae Kayla Winter, age 10, of the Ebenezer Thomas Primary School, Amia Ray Chang, age 8, of the Claudia Creaky Educational Center, Amelia Pemberton, age 10, of the Alexandrina Maduro Primary School, and Kaisha Young, age 12, of the Enid Adams Primary School. Here's a sneak peek of the young ladies.
A radiant beauty, matched with play, and a gentle sting is all wrapped up here. A rose is a rose wherever she blooms. I am contestant number 2, Amelia Pemberton. Your rose for this year's Prince and Princess pageant, proudly representing the Alexandrina Maduro Primary School. I invite you to join my fellow contestants and I on July 23rd at 3 p.m. sharp at the Multi-Purpose Sports Complex at 3 p.m. sharp. Tiny in size, but who know, you're going to feel that sting day. Coming up is a cultural jamboree, so let's fete and be free for Festival 2023. Thank you.
For the Prince Crown, the boys competing are Lorenzo Smith, age 11, of the Francis Letson Primary School, Jerron E. Springett, age 8, of the Enid Adams Primary School, Malai Pemberton, age 8, of the Enid Adams Primary School, and Kyrique Matthew, age 11, of the BVI Seventh-day Adventist School.
Well, Zone 6 is in the mix, a rising football star. And if you're looking for Prince material, I am 11-year-old Kyrique Matthew, standing here and quite up to par. Number 1 sets the stage, so don't even worry to turn the page. On July 23rd, it's about to go down. I am making my way to a 2023 BVI Princess Crown. So come on out to meet me at the show, because this Zone 6 Prince is about to make your mind blow. Thank you.
Grab your phones, grab your iPads, because it's lights, cameras, and go live with me. Prince contender number 2, Mally Amani Pemberton, as I set the Prince and Princess stage ablaze for the return of BVI Festival 2023. This 8-year-old aspiring firefighter brings the heat on and off the stage, excelling at all subjects at the Enid Adams Primary School. As my parents would say, this Prince isn't all work and no play. I like music, basketball, and taking it to the next level on my PS4. Ladies and gentlemen, in a great world of vibe, we don't want no bad vibe people in here. So have a safe and fun cultural jamboree with me. Prince contender number 2, Mally Amani Pemberton, for the British Virgin Islands Festival 2023.
Now viewers, the Prince and Princess Show 2023 is set for Sunday, July 23rd, 2023 at 3 p.m. at the Multi-Purpose Sports Complex. The Virgin Islands Prince and Princess Show serves as a platform for the BVI Junior Ambassadors. Now for the full live broadcast of the reveal, in case you missed it, please visit our Tweet for Media page on Facebook. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Viewers, welcome back and thank you so much for sticking with us. Luca CHALWELL has created history in the sport of football after signing a contract to join Eastleigh FC in the English National League, making him the very first born BV Islander to play professional football. Our Kamal Haynes has the report. Take a look.
The BVI Football Association confirmed the news in a media release on Monday, which said that CHALWELL signed a professional contract on Thursday, June 15th for a 2-year period. Well, it said, and I quote, CHALWELL, a product of the Football Association's development pathways, started under the watchful eye of coach John Riley, flourished in the BDO Schools League, and blossomed in the FA's youth teams before earning his first full international cap in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifier against Guatemala in 2021. It continued. Since then, he has represented the country in the CONCACAF Nations League and been in England learning his trade at clubs such as Poole Town, where he scored a hat-trick in the FA Youth Cup before getting his chance with the Eastleigh Elite Development Program, courtesy of a recommendation to Lee Bradbury, manager of Eastleigh FC, from the BVI national coach Chris Kwamwomia, who also worked with CHALWELL on improving his all-round game, end quote. While speaking on the milestone achievement, CHALWELL said he was excited to learn of the offer and praised his parents for their support over the years. He said, and I quote, "This is such a proud moment for myself and my family, signing my first professional contract with Eastleigh FC. I want to thank my parents for their unwavering support and sacrifice throughout my journey so far. Words can't describe how I feel to have reached this stage." He continued, "I've always worked very hard, but especially this past year, putting my all into further developing my physical and mental skills whilst working very hard to condition my body for the intense physicality of professional level football, which has allowed me this opportunity with Eastleigh FC. I'm really looking forward to the challenge ahead," end quote. Well, Coach Kim Woya in a comment said that CHALWELL earned the contract after being presented with just an opportunity. Well, he said, and I quote, "I was able to get Luca the opportunity, but he had to show dedication to learn the game and improve himself. He has really improved over 12 to 18 months, has an eye for goal, good stamina, and is a good header of the ball. I was happy to step in and help him achieve his dream, which he's grabbed with both hands, and I believe he has a good chance of making the breakthrough to the first team and playing at a higher level," end quote. Above, the president of the BVI Football Association, Andy Bickerton, and technical director Dan Neville congratulated CHALWELL for his achievement, with Bickerton stating, and I quote, "The BVI Football Association is very proud of Luca. He is a shining example of what can be achieved with dedication, hard work, and essential and necessary family support," end quote. But meanwhile, Neville said, and I quote, "Congratulations to Luca, the first of what we hope is many more to follow," end quote. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Saturday, June 17th, at CTL Home Center, partnered to give 4 lucky dads, of course, with CCT and CTL Home Center a chance to bring their wildest shopping dreams to life at no cost of all to their own. The annual Daddy's Day Dash has become a staple on Father's Day calendar, offering any dads who are CCT customers, old or new, an equal chance to have their minute of glory racing through the aisles of the CTL Home Center in Tortola. With an audience of supporting staff from CTL and CCT, the dads each had 60 seconds to race through the entire CTL Home Center on a path of their choosing to grab as many items as they could fit in their cart. Now, each hoping to achieve the highest tally after their carts were brought to the cashiers. Take a look at the moments of the final tally.
Basket number 1, your total after tallying stands at $576.75. That's $576.75. That's basket number 1. Basket number few. So, your total as it stands after tallying is $1,526.87. $1,526.87. Ladies and gentlemen, basket number 3. Sir, as it stands, after tallying, your total is $667. $667. All right. All right. And the final basket, sir, your total after tallying. Y'all want to hear this? Yes. Oh, okay. So, your total after tallying is 1,000. Okay. It's $1,428.68, with Mouse having the largest tally at $1,500 and something cents. So we have first place, Mr. Mouse, and second place, right here, Mr. Jim Shine.
After the race, Deshaun Hodge emerged victorious. He billed out $1,526.87. This not only secured him all of the items in his cart, but also an additional first-place prize of 6 months free service from CCT. In second place, not too far behind, was James Schneider, who, despite only grabbing 2 items during his race, had billed out of $1,428.68. He also walked away with 3 months free service from CCT. The other 2 participating dads who also walked away with all of the items in their cart, Chief Operations Officer at CTL Center, Mr. David Thomas, had this to say at the event.
Thank you, CCT'S, Clarence Thomas Limited, and CCT has been partners forever, so our partnership will continue. So thank you. From the days of Ricky, and he's still here, now to the days of Rakima. So CTL staff, you guys did a hell of a job today. You guys did a hell of a job today. Yes, you did. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys did a hell of a job today. Very well, very well done. I didn't see the bells kept people inside there, you know, but they did a very awesome job today too. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. We thank you guys for coming out and celebrating with us. You know, like I keep saying, you know, this is your store. You know, we did this for you when we decided to do this 15 or so years ago. You know, so this is your store. We do our best to make sure that, you know, that we keep us happy.
Viewers, that is it for today's News Roundup. I want to thank you so much for joining us, and of course, inviting you to follow us on 284media.com, and of course, to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a beautiful and enjoyable rest of the day. I'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Tuesday to all. Bye-bye.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
There's the answer code. You're the man! I've been looking